Hello. Ignore this. Having breakfast right now. Actually, it's like 3 in the afternoon. So I'm having lunch. Look at that cute baby up there. You know who that is? That's me. So after yesterday's water cleanse, I lost 3 pounds. And I'm feeling pretty freaking good. And also, I had to come on here and put this out there because I feel like such an idiot. Yesterday in my video, I said when I was like putting on my makeup and that Becca powder, and I thought my brush was wet from the last time I washed it, which makes no sense. And I'm kind of freaking out because my brush was still kind of damp from the last time I cleaned it, and it's feeling weird. Because I make sure my brushes are fully dry before I put them up, like set them up right. It's not my brush, it was the powder. Hydra Mist, or Hydra. It was something Hydra. The Becca powder was something Hydra. And I watched a Kathleen Light's BoxyCharm unboxing last night after it was on that box that I did after I did it. And yeah, it's supposed to feel wet. Point of the story. It's supposed to feel wet on your face. It's hydrating. I feel so stupid, but you know, live and learn. So I'm just having some lunch. This is the first thing I've eaten today. Black beans and eggs, which is one of my favorite things to eat when I'm trying to be healthy and shit and stuff. Gotta work on my cursing. And also, what is this? Oh, the Mio Energy. I'm trying to stay away from coffee because whenever I drink coffee, I put all these different syrups and creamer and stuff in it and like artificial sweetener. So I'm trying to stay away from that, trying to like, if I want energy, drink the Mio stuff, you know? And yeah, that's it for the update right now. I gotta hurry up. Gotta get ready for work. Work. Make that bread. We are back and we're going to talk about some stuff that happened earlier this morning, late last night, whatever. I don't even know what time it was, but I have been found. I have been found on the YouTube platform. I don't know how, but let's get into it. Currently repping Trisha Paytas' Current Mood shirt because it just suits my mood right now. And also, while talking about all this craziness, oh, I have cat ears. I also wanted to do a full look with last month's BoxyCharm palette, not the super natural basic one that I did yesterday, but like an actual, like I want to try a cut crease. I want to try this out and see how I like it for foundation. And yes, let me just prime my eyes and then we'll get into this story. Okay, eyes are primed with my Urban Decay anti-aging primer potion. I've had that for years now. I probably should throw it away, but I'm not going to. I'm gonna use this glow shit again, and I'm putting on a little bit more this time. Oh, it does indeed have a smell. It's like the slightest scent of something. I'm just like re-going over everything I said in the last video. This was one of the things we got in the box. Butter London, beautiful. There's really no, what am I gonna do? For a base for the eye look, I'm gonna be putting on this Rimmel London Stay Matte. This was not in the box, but I just need like, there's no base color in that palette. and I can't just be putting straight up color and shimmer on top of nothing. I feel like it won't blend out that well. Okay, so how do I even start this story? Is so crazy, dude. I woke up to a comment on my last video from a very unexpected person who I am no longer friends with. I chose to not be friends with them for some very good reasons, and I think I will go through those reasons, like just give you the back history of this friendship that I had with this person and why I ended up cutting off the friendship in the first place. I'm not saying any names because that's just a thing that you do on YouTube. You don't mention names because people can go to drastic measures if you put their info out there, and also I just don't want to put anybody's info out there. So we got our base color down. I'm gonna go in with this color, Temptress, and I'm gonna use this, also came in the box, but this is the large eye blending brush, and I'm going to barely, because that is a dark color. So I'm being very light with this color. Ooh, that is a scary color. It's so dark. Oh my gosh. That is hard to blend out. I can't even imagine if I didn't put a base color down. Okay, so basically I met this guy on Facebook. He sent me a friend request and we just started talking through Messenger. This guy lives states away from me, so we're not even in the same state. Oh my goodness. It's gonna take me a while to blend this out because it's so freaking dark. Jesus. This guy, we were friends. It was a very weird friendship. Like, I was pretty sure we would never meet each other in person. It was kind of just like an online friendship. Like, people have those, right? And we would just, like, we would talk on the regular. Like, he was a cool dude. He was harmless. I didn't mind talking to him. But, like, one thing that bothered me a lot about him is that he would just, like, feed me non-stop compliments. But, like, it sounds so bad, but I don't like that. This guy is, for one, just not my type. Personality-wise, just not my type to, like, date. Basically, like, thinking about it now, I don't know why the friendship lasted as long as it did. Like, I know it was my fault for how long us talking went on. Like, there would be times when he would compliment me and I'd be like, ha ha ha, like, I'm blushing, stop, like, please stop. Just anything to be like, please stop. He knew that I was uncomfortable with compliments. I didn't like it. I knew he had a crush on me, and I told him exactly how I felt about him. I don't see him like that. We're just friends. And not only that, but I didn't want to be talking like that to anybody anyway. I was freshly single. Okay, I'm going in with Enchantress now. Oh yeah, I forgot how. Oh my gosh. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Okay, this is that precision crease brush that I was trying to use on my bottom lash line yesterday that didn't work. So I'm going to take this old ass thing, the Tarte Shape Tape. I'm gonna take this and do a bit of that right there. So apparently with the cut crease, you have to, like, put it on the bottom, look up. Oh wow. And then that's the line where you in the crease at? Okay. This is gonna call for a little bit of concentration. So I'm gonna attempt to do a half cut crease and kind of just like blur it out at the ends. I am not a professional. That is for show. Okay, I think that's as good as that's gonna get. Now, I'm gonna go in with, what was it? Enchantress? Oh, I'm so scared. Oh, wow. So anyway, I think the fact that, because we talked even when I was in my last relationship, which, I mean, that probably sounds bad, but it was never anything like in that relationship, we trusted each other. Like he had chick friends, I had guy friends, and it was just like something like that. He was like just somebody that I talked to ever so often. I noticed that whenever I became single, that's when like the compliments started coming in more and more. I told him that I didn't want to talk like that with him. I didn't want him saying stuff like that to me. So he knew exactly how I felt. I told him that I'm not trying to lead him on, and we had this conversation. I feel like we definitely had this conversation more than once, but he just would continue with that stuff, so I kind of just ignored it. Oh my god, that looks horrible. So I'm gonna go back in with Temptress and just blur out these edges. So that was like one thing that bothered me about him. He would compliment me way too much, tell me how high on a pedestal he had me. I didn't know how to react to that because we had been friends before, like whenever I was in a relationship. So his friendship obviously meant more to me than that of like just some rando that I would talk to here and there, and like I could just like, okay, you're fucking annoying, like cut it off. Freaking annoying. Frick. You're freaking annoying, and cut it off. And so that's why I did just like try to ignore it, and maybe like he would eventually get it through his head that like I don't feel this way for him, and just stop and we'd be cool, man. But no, that did not happen. I guess he thought he could like flatter his way into me eventually feeling something for him, but that's just like not how I am. Like, I'm trying to choose the way I explain things very carefully, especially because he did find me on here, and in case he does watch this, like I don't want to hurt his feelings, even though he like crossed many lines. Like, I'm not a mean person, like I don't want to hurt his feelings, but I don't understand what goes through people's heads sometimes. I want to understand, but I just don't. Okay, I think we're done with that. Trust the process. Now I'm going to go in with my foundation, which is L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte in the color Shell Beige 102. So anyway, that was just one of the things that bothered me about him, was his complimenting way too much. I didn't like it. It was annoying. I try to ignore it. Sometimes I would tell him to stop. Sometimes I'd be like, haha about it. But for the most part, it was annoying. Okay, so I got some on my brush. Let's see how this goes. Like, I'm just gonna kind of paint it on and then blend it out with my beauty blender. Another thing that would really annoy me about him is that he would brag about the size of his manhood, if you know what I'm saying. And he would tell me things like, well, I could show you if, like, you don't believe me. Not trying to be whatever, not trying to make you uncomfortable, not trying to do anything, or like, I don't need any pictures in return, but just to like prove to me that he wasn't just bragging about it. And he would like tell me these stories about him and like his past women, that he would like, he was too big for them, and like they didn't want to smash him anymore because of the size of his shit. And it was just annoying. Like, I don't care. First of all, like, I understand needing advice, like relationship advice, but I knew what he was trying to do, and it was such a turn off. Not that any part of me was ever turned on, but it was just annoying, you know? It's like very transparent. I would always tell him like, no, that's not necessary. I don't need to see that. No, it's fine. Like, haha, blah, I don't, like, no. And he did end up accidentally sending me pictures of, he's like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to send those to you, haha, blah blah. And I quit talking to him after that for like probably like a few days or something. And I guess it scared him, but I told him like, I don't care that I saw you, it's fine. And because I mean, I really don't. Like, I've seen my friends, like guy friends, like I've seen their before, and it doesn't really matter. I've flashed my in front of like guy friends and girlfriends before when I'm really drunk and stupid. Like, that doesn't bother me, but it was just so, like, it pissed me off because I don't know if he thought if I saw how big his was, I would be like, oh my god, like, I need that. No. Like, no, I don't care. Next is concealer. I'm gonna go in with my Instant Age Rewind in the color Ivory, because we white. So I kind of slowed down talking to him after all that happened. And like at that point, I was kind of just like over it because I really started slowing down talking to him in general because of like just everything. It was just like repetitive every time we talked. Like, he would just try to gas me up, and it was just annoying. Another thing that really would bother me is, and this is like with anybody, if I didn't message him back, he would just talk to himself in my inbox. He would keep messaging me, send me paragraphs, just keep messaging me every day, all day, and it was annoying as hell. Like, I'm the kind of person that I don't need to talk to somebody every single day, especially if we're not dating. I have best friends who I go months without talking to, and we just like hit each other up every so often whenever we want to talk, or we miss each other, or we want to hang out. It doesn't have to be an everyday thing. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with this Becca stuff. This is the star of today's look because I'm an idiot and I thought my brush was cold. I mean, I thought my brush was wet from me washing it. See, this is how not fancy I am. I use drugstore everything unless it comes in this box. So I'm just gonna use this brush and get under my eye. And then this brush to get the rest of my face. So yeah, he was definitely one of those types of guys that would just continue to talk to himself in your inbox. And yeah, so that, like, all these things just over time was just pushing me more and more away mentally. But that looks nice. But like I said, I don't know why I kept going with like try to keep up with this friendship. Like, I should have just been done with it probably whenever he kept talking about his manhood. I should have been done with it then. Now I'm gonna do my contour with my Too Faced Chocolate Soleil in medium. I have this brush. This did not come in the box. So there was this one night that I got this huge bottle of Long Island iced tea, and it was like, I don't know, like 10% potency or whatever. It was my first time ever drinking this stuff. I didn't know how strong it was, and whenever I get big ass bottles of wine, I usually finish the whole bottle in one night, and I'm just like feeling good. Like, I get pretty drunk, but not like what drunk. And like, I just did not realize how drunk I was getting whenever I was drinking this bottle of Long Island iced tea. And I finished it. It was delicious. I finished that whole thing. That resulted in me, like, I think I was talking to him that night already. Like, we were just conversing, and ended up, like, I probably FaceTimed him because, and this is another thing too. Like, before I get any judgment on my part, I had FaceTimed him before. It was all good. Like, we would just talk. It was nothing like crazy. I did not lead this dude on. I even told him specifically, like, I don't want to lead you on, many times. Like, we would FaceTime probably a handful of times, and it was just like on the cool and like nothing crazy. I mean, I FaceTime my friends sometimes, and it's fine. But especially when I get drunk, I like to FaceTime. And he wasn't the only person I even FaceTimed that night. I think I called my chick friend too. That I did. I called her that night, and it was literally like 1 minute because she was with a guy and she was like trying to get me to come over. Like, you know what I'm saying? Do I know how to wink? And yeah, I do remember that. But anyway, yeah. He was one of the people that I FaceTimed. I probably did FaceTime him, like, not gonna lie. I don't remember. I was blackout drunk. But I did end up oh man, and this is all my fault, like, not even gonna lie. I get a little bit horny and a little bit like whatever whenever I drink. So I do remember flashing my to him. Oh my god, it's so bad. This was a big my bad. Oh my god, I regret it so bad. That's the only thing I really remember that flashes in my head. But yeah, there was some flashing going on. I don't remember anything I said. Let's move on to the bottom. Let's get some bottom shit on real quick. This is my contour. Okay, using the pencil, the black pencil that I got in that box. Let me just pop this on real quick. Okay, I'm just like putting it in the corners again like I did yesterday. I might go over a little more and just like blur it out. I'm gonna take this angled brush and kind of blur out that black eyeliner. Okay, I'm gonna go under. I'm gonna go under and blur out the black eyeliner with this star. It's kind of like a greenish color with my tried and true blendy brush. What is this called? Small shadow brush. So yeah, okay, so the blackened out FaceTime video happened, and the next day was Father's Day, I remember. And that whole day I was completely out of it. I was still drunk from the night before. I was at my mom's all day. Because we were cooking for my stepdad for Father's Day, and so I remember like I was just like, I don't want to be bothered today. I'm just gonna take a day to myself, recover. I don't know if anybody else has this issue when being hungover, but I have like depression and like anxiety hangovers. Which is why I try to be really, really cautious whenever I drink, because I hate that feeling and I don't want to get wasted. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with Temptress again in the corners. Yeah, so that's like, and plus like the whole thing, like I remembered what happened with my friend the night before, and that was kind of making me really anxious because he was messaging me all freaking day, and he was like, I hope you don't regret what happened. He was like, you're beautiful, and just like telling me all these things about how he felt and shit. And I felt so bad because I knew it was my fault. Like I completely took a step backwards with him because my drunk dumb self like doesn't think about the consequences and just wants to like flirt with somebody. I just want to like have a little fun for a night, and oh my god, I completely regretted it. So he's like nonstop messaging me on Father's Day, and I'm just ignoring it for the most part. I remember like, and I feel bad saying this, but every time I saw his name pop up on my phone, I just felt so uncomfortable. And I ended up messaging him back and telling him like, what did I tell him? Okay, I had to go back and reread the message because I don't want to just like say stuff that I didn't even say out there just because I can't remember. Basically, he kept messaging me all day Father's Day, and I finally got back to him and I was like, nothing's he kept saying stuff like, I hope nothing's different with us, like I hope it doesn't change our friendship, I hope blah blah blah. And I told him like, nothing's different. I honestly don't remember what happened, and I just kept to myself because I was with family all day. That's what I told him. He just kept messaging me after that, like paragraph after paragraph about all this stuff, because apparently we exchanged intimate words. I don't know what that means. That could have been just like sex stuff, or I could have been like lovey-dovey affectionate with him. Like I honestly don't know, and I feel really bad about that, but it gave him false hope. And okay, so now I'm gonna go in with that mascara and put that on my eyes real quick. I'm gonna just do this off camera real quick. Okay, mascara takes forever. Where was I? Oh, okay, yeah. So he continues to send me paragraph after paragraph about how he's feeling and everything, and that he hopes I don't feel uncomfortable and everything like that. And I just ignore him, but he stays talking in my inbox. And I'm gonna do some lips. None of these lip products came in the box. I just want to do them. But so I get real distant after all of that happens because I just feel so uncomfortable, and I also feel really bad. And oh, this is Milani in the color Spice. Alright, now I'm gonna put this L'Oreal, wait, what is this? This does not say much at all. L'Oreal Paris liquid lipstick, I guess. Got this like teardrop applicator. Oh yeah. I'm not gonna do highlight because I don't really like highlight, but this is the finished look. I am not mad at the way this came out at all. That is not bad for an amateur cut crease person, doer. Okay, so let me finish this freaking story. I cannot, it's so hard to put on, I don't know how these beauty gurus like tell story times while getting ready. Like I don't understand how they do it. So from what I can remember, he just kept like pouring his heart out to me, and it was just like, I didn't enjoy the friendship at all anymore. Every time after that night, whenever I would see his name pop up in my phone, I just like got so uncomfortable, and I knew that I just needed to end it. I needed to end the friendship, so I did. And I just ended up, I told him before too, like, that I honestly don't remember what happened that night. It was very like splotchy memory, but I remember him saying that it kind of ruined how he felt because I didn't remember, and that he didn't think I was that drunk. But homeboy, no. I told him I felt like an asshole that I didn't remember, but that's just, it is what it is. And he was hurt by that, but it didn't matter to him. He just continued to talk to me like he always has, and just like spilling his feelings out for me. And I finally just like sent him a paragraph saying like, that I'm sorry and that I don't want to lead him on. I can't remember exactly what I said, but it was something along those lines, that I didn't want to lead him on anymore. Like I feel like I just need to put an end to this friendship, and that I'm too toxic for nice guys like him. I do remember saying that. So I try to put all the blame on me, so he would either be mad at me or just like not feel bad about the whole situation and just like leave it alone. So I sent him that paragraph, and then I blocked him on Messenger and like just on Facebook altogether, so he couldn't respond to it, because I knew he'd be like, he would just try to like make it okay. He would just try to be like, just keep our friendship going, basically. And I just didn't want that. Like, it was done, it was ruined, it was done. Like, I just wanted to be done with it. I know that sounds really mean, but that's just, it is what it is. And so that happened, and I just kind of like moved on with my life. I want to say it was about, how long had it been? Oh, I gotta look, hold on. Okay, all that had happened when I sent that message. It was June something, and I get this message in August. He made another account, another Facebook account, and he messaged me saying like, God, I miss you. It hurts not talking to you. Like, I'm sorry for the way I acted. You didn't give me false hope. I wish we could talk. I wish we could talk. I wish we could talk. He was sending me hearts. He was like, I didn't think it'd be this hard not to talk to you, but it is. Like, I miss you so much. Like, I just want to make you blush again like I used to. Just stuff like that. Like, everything that I don't like, everything that like I cut the friendship off for. He just kept telling me like, I wish we could talk. This was the only way I could think to get to you. I remember him saying like, please don't block me again without just talking to me. And I'm like, at this point I'm angry, and I'm like, you can't just tell me, you can't tell me what to do. Like, you can't tell me, if somebody makes you uncomfortable and you don't want to talk to them anymore, you don't have to freaking talk to them. Like, don't tell somebody like, don't block me again. Like, that is an invasion of privacy. I feel like it's just an invasion. Like, I blocked you for a reason. I haven't talked to you for a reason. I cut things off for a reason. Like, and you just make this other profile expecting me to just be like, oh yeah, I miss you too. Like, let's start talking again. Like, no, it doesn't work like that. It might with others, I don't know, but with me, no. So I didn't say anything back to him. I just blocked him again on that. And then I hear nothing from him until last night. I believe it was sometime late last night, early morning, I don't know. I was asleep, I know that. But I see his name and I'm like half asleep, so I'm just thinking like, this dude made another Facebook profile. And then I see the YouTube icon beside his name, and my heart sank, because I like I've said before, I don't like, nobody knows about my YouTube channel. I don't want anybody knowing about my YouTube channel. The only people that know are my not my friends, my family, and that's only really close family, and that's it, just my family. Like, I don't want my friends to know, and I don't want that kind of attention anyway. But he sends me a message on my last video that I posted saying, I still think you're the most beautiful thing, something something. He also like commented on the job stuff, because I was ranting about my job. I don't really remember, but he was like, I wish we could talk. I honestly didn't know how to react, because it tripped me out so much, and I was just completely baffled that he did that. And it was like I ignored it. I went back to sleep. As I was getting ready for work today, I went back to it and I commented back. I was like, how did you find me on here? Like, I don't remember if I ever told him. Maybe I did when I was drunk. I don't remember, but I don't remember talking to him about it at all. And I don't know, I guess that he took it like bad or something, but I don't know if he blocked me or just deleted his comment, and therefore it deleted my comment with it. But yeah, the comments are not there anymore, and he didn't reply back. The comments are gone. Jesus, dude. But it blows my mind. Like, you get blocked twice and you still try to invade on my life. Like, it bothers me so much. And especially now, because my mindset, the way, like, I'm so single. Like, I will admit, like, I have been a hoe for show this past year, or like since I've been single, which has been like a year and a half now. A safe hoe, but a hoe for show. But lately, like, guys have just been getting on my nerves. I don't want anything to do with them. I don't really talk to anybody. Like, they're just like, which I have many story times to come about boys, but those will be in other videos, because this video is already so freaking long, but it's fine. To the guy that I'm talking about, if you are just so happen to watch this video, like, I'm sorry if I hurt you with this video. I'm sorry if I'm not sorry if I piss you off, because I mean, you piss me off, honestly. But like, if I hurt you, I am deeply sorry. I don't want to hurt anybody, but like, God, what goes through people's minds that they think that's okay, that it's okay to do these things? It just blows my mind. I wouldn't even double message somebody. If somebody doesn't message me back after one message sent to them, I leave them alone until I hear back from them. And this is just so far beyond that. It just blows my mind. But anyway, that's enough for that story time. It's probably pretty late. Yep, it's almost 11. And I have to work in the morning. So yeah, I'm just gonna go wash my face and go to bed. Actually, I need a shower. I hope whoever watches my stuff, I hope you guys enjoyed this crazy story time. I probably come off as a bitch, that's fine. But until next time, deuces.